hanging out? Yeah? I seen him. I was driving by and I seen him with my LASIK eyes. These guys were just hanging out, so I had to come say hi. Look. He's got the whole collection over there. This is the Squirrel Master. So we just picked this up. 2019 Type R Touring. Not sure if that makes too much of a difference, but a little more damage than I expected. Picked it up, got to the auction, and this damage was not in the pictures. This was not there. So I asked them about it, and they said, oh yeah, sometimes that happens in our parking lot, you know, moving cars around, etc. We're not liable. It's as is, sorry. So now I had to get a new bumper for the rear, new fender flare here. It's not worth trying to, you know, fix this. It's not worth it, in my personal opinion. This is a Type R, not a base model Civic, so you want everything 100%. And it sucks because the rest of the back bumper is perfectly fine. It's just, it's hit exactly right on the crease. Now, I don't do body work. I have a good eye for it, but my personal opinion would just be to replace this whole back piece. It's going to be an OEM replacement, so we'll do that. Side curtain airbags on the left went out completely. Seat belts need to be rebuilt, sent out. Front bumper's in here, parts of it, but have a whole new front bumper OEM. Driver airbag, whole new dash. This was hard to get. Turns out that the Sport Touring Civic has the 12 speakers, because this has a speaker up top here. The passenger airbag did break, obviously. Very dirty. I don't think this is salvageable. Yeah, it's fully cracked. You need a new lens. It's not worth it. It's not worth fixing. Nor trying to run this. Yeah, this thing's shot, so I'm gonna order a new one of those as well. We're getting the headliner now. I'm in Wilmington, California. We're getting this, so I got a new hood. The hood hinge itself is bent, and the hinges are back there are bent, but the rest of the hood is in good condition. I'm gonna keep this as a spare. This is a very busy street, as you can see. But front impact bar here, new fender, front left fender. We got a new bumper. I'm gonna sell these wheels. This is the first thing people do when they get a Type R, is they sell the wheels. So we're gonna do that. Looking on the other side. Very clean on this side, no issues. There's no key for the car, so the car is strapped and winched down right now in gear, because I don't have a key to put the e-brake on. As I said, passenger dash. Type R dashes are about $700. Like I said, I found the Sport Touring model, which is the same exact dashboard. You're just getting the upper piece, and this carbon trim transfers over to the new one. Got it for 300 bucks. Can't beat that. We're doing a new headliner right now, and that's about it. So on these cars, the impact sensors do not need to be replaced unless they are crushed. So we just need to put these wires back together. Some reason, this looks like someone snipped and sabotaged this car. My opinion was that they took a dike and they cut the ground. I also believe that because there's no key to the car, and people that work at these auctions, I've seen them before, they have a friend, they'll like let them know, like, look, this car's coming in, I'll get this car to have no key, no start, you get a better deal on it, you know. And so this looks like someone snipped it to do exactly that. This is the main ground for the entire fuse box for the car. Why would that rip like that? If they rip like that, this is how it would look. It wouldn't look like someone took a dike to it and snipped it. So suspicious right there. Like I said, no key. It's just the name of the game. You got to be very careful. You never know with these cars. This car could have the blown motor. I don't know until I get the key, but it's the risk we're willing to take. Type R, because Type R. Bro's got a house up there. Bro, these people really got houses up there. Living life. Posted on.
Keep left to I-5.
Look at another one. So we're in Sun Valley, California. Picking up a bunch of OEM parts that are on a nationwide back order. Hood, front bumper, rear bumper, fender flare, grill, rebar, everything. OEM, brand new. Very, very hard to get. And we got it right here. All loaded up, Cherry Auto Parts, 11911 Sheldon Street, Sun Valley, California. We were able to get all the parts inside the truck. In the back of the bed, we have the headliner, we got the hood, and then everything else is inside the car. Insane that everything fit. Technically, everything did not fit. I had to throw the old bumper. Sorry for the noise, a lot of trucks. I had to throw the old bumper under the car. Had nowhere else to put it, and it's junk anyways. I'm just using it for the hardware. So, back on the road, off to Utah. Traffic. Just jump off the exit, jump back on. Watch this. Right around. I mean,
In a quarter of a mile, use the left 3 lanes to keep left to I-15 north.
We're still in traffic, but we cut all this off. No thanks. No thanks.
Keep left.
First start after moving. Aftermarket alarm system. Let's see. This is only half the parts. New hood, new headliner, curtain airbag, new dashboard, new driver headlight, front and rear bumpers, fender flare, grill, mirror caps, front bumper reinforcement. Time to start ripping apart the interior. Got to replace the headliner and the airbag. Got to replace the dashboard and the driver airbag. Vehicle won't start because the key won't program because the airbags went off. Since this vehicle had no key, system has to be clear to program a key. Right now I'm dealing with an anti-theft issue and it's not letting it program, so here we go. New curtain airbag is in, all installed, ready to install the new headliner. The new headliner came from a sport touring model. The harness is not the same, so we have to use this harness, fix it back up, and retape it to this new one. Headliner's installed, all done. Now clean. Now to take the dash and the steering wheel out. So unfortunately the connectors that go into the driver airbag melted when they deployed. Luckily, that was the only melted plug on the entire system that decided to melt. Passenger side did not melt. Driver curtain airbag did not melt either. So pretty nice. We have shrink tube to go right over it, so it's nice and clean. These are crimped really well, and that's it. Just finished up on the full dash install with the driver airbag. Everything is all complete. Looking good. So for some reason I can't figure out why it won't start off the ignition or the clutch or the push button starter. I don't know what's going on, but it pop starts. I just pop started it on the trailer. I used the winch, I brought it up on the trailer, brought it all the way up to here, released the winch, and then just threw it in reverse down the trailer and started right up. Thing is running. Nice and quiet. now to the body shop, get all these parts put on, everything OEM, fender, radiator support, very expensive. That's the old bumper. We're just taking the fog light from that side. Garnishes are brand new. Hood is brand new. Don't even need it, but just playing it safe and just doing a full OEM restoration. I knew that the engine was good because it pop started. You have to take the key using the Honda logo, put it next to the push start button, facing the push start button, and that's what sinks the key completely. Otherwise, it just opens the doors and turns on your ignition, but it does not fully energize the starter. And that was it. So car's running, driving. I'm missing a radiator cap. Like I said, I do believe the vehicle was sabotaged at the auction. So missing a radiator cap that is ordered. It takes 3 weeks to get. The rivets are another issue. They only have 9 at the dealer, nationwide back order. So we're gonna see how many do show up and see if I can try to get away with doing something else for the rivets themselves. The only reason I'm replacing this hood is this. Honda does not sell a replacement for the hinge here, and I was not comfortable with having a bulge and bending it back into shape on a Type R, you know, such an expensive vehicle. So I decided, you know what, let's just get a brand new hood, and if anybody needs this hood, I'll sell it down the road, but play it safe. So got a new radiator support. It could have been pulled back, I'm sure. It's pushed in very slightly, that's why the hood hinge is bent. And there's some damage here on the lower section on the plastics, but like I said, play it safe, we'll do it right, get the job done right, and I'm very excited to get this car back and actually get to finally drive it. So let's see how it comes out.